Hello, welcome back. We found another magic site in Gold Mountains this time, the Water Sphere. This is pretty cool. It's like 3 water gems and a range boost. But, again, not really... I was hoping we'd find pearls, so I'm a bit disappointed. Attack Sleepy Walls then, yeah, just a few bone tribe left. We took that with no problems. That's fine. Dumner, 42 unrest, not great. And a new famous hero. So our Prophet got into the Hall of Fame, and he got Heroic Quickness, which is pretty cool. So he currently has 24 combat speed. Our Prophet would be no joke if we gave him a set of gear, huh? He's got really nice stats at the moment. All those bonuses from being a Prophet and experience and everything, and yeah, our Bless gives him his resists, a little bit of reinvigoration. Got natural quickness now. It would be nice to get some construction someday and gear him out. Anyway, that's it for messages. Big news this turn. I can see a big stack of Totis units on our border. Now, it's possible it's just attacking the throne, though. He doesn't have a great way to get to the throne because of this mountain. So, this province is adjacent to the throne. It's possible he just moved here to go here. So, I'm not going to worry too much just yet, but it is concerning. We are now doing research. Originally, the plan was to go up Conjuration. So, I wanted to get to 5. Reason for that is because we have really good troops, but they're very high quality, very expensive. So we won't be able to field many of them. We have a national summon, though, that lets us summon 6 othernesses. Which is really nice, actually. Gives you some additional, very chunky chaff to put in the front. Takes 12 pearls to cast it, though. So I was hoping we'd find pearl sites. And then, on top of that, at this same milestone, there's also a global cell we could put up, called Otherworldly Portals, which again also just gives us some chaff that we could be using. My god has N2, S3. The N2 is partly just to be able to cast this global easily, without needing any boosters or anything. There's 2 spells there that would be really nice to cast, but we kind of need pearls to make use of them. Otherworldly Portals is only 40 pearls, so we can probably alchemize some stuff into that if we really want it. But yeah, that was the original plan. Since I can see a big Totis stack on our border, though, I am briefly going to queue up Alteration 3. Because, as you can probably imagine, that is where our first little poison resist buff is. And it is not a good one. It's 15 poison res, but it's only AoE 1. I'm not really... There's Poison Fend after that, which is the whole battlefield, which is great. But we at least need to get to 3. But, you know, they might not attack us. We'll just see what happens first. But that was the original research plan, and now that's the current one. Yeah, I wish we had more pearls, though. The site we just found is the Water Sphere. Yeah, 3 water gems, and boosts water ritual range by 2. We don't have great access to water is the problem there. I guess the wizards that we can recruit will get some water now at least. And my god has some, but yeah. Be interesting how many water sites we found, actually. Let's hope from now on we get astral sites. That would be nice, though. I'd be able to stick to my original plan. Anyway, here's the map now. Queued up scouts in Bergamum finally, so I'm going to move one over. We'll scout the throne first, see what this looks like. And see in Quattle Swamp there is another neighbour. Dongback. Looks like they are made of clockwork. Knights of Earth and Dongbachi's Clockwork Spearmen. Great. So can't go down into the swamp, but that's okay, though. We'll try and get Bug of Beasts next. That's Jaguar Tribe. We only have 9 units, but fingers crossed it goes okay. And then that will give us a really nice bit of territory around this throne that we can try and take as well. That's not too bad. God's moving to Gnome Peaks to site search there. And we have a ton of units in Cormac now. This is, 17, is that elephants? Plus my Prophet, and I'm keeping the mage here as well, just on spell duty at the moment. So this is going into Ebbis, which is a 89 income province currently. We'll definitely survive a bump if we bump someone. And then if this is still available, we can go down and take Holberg as well, which would be great. That's the plan there. Bit nervous about who to attack. Gonna have to attack somebody. Recruitment this turn, I am backed on mages as well. Still just getting the small mages, because you can recruit them every turn. And we really do need to catch up on research a bit. My natural inclination is just to immediately queue up the big mages we can recruit, but I'll stick to the little ones. Same in Millgate, just getting the little ones every turn. Could queue up wizards, but they're 4 rec points, and it works out to a kind of the same research, and it's cheaper. I'm recruiting these guys because they're my nature mages, though, and again, we need N2 mages to do that little poison resist spell if we do get attacked by Totis. So I might switch to wizards next turn, but yeah, for now I'm just getting the small N mages I can recruit. So we're attacking 2 provinces at least. And other red arrows are just moving random command. This guy, I'm gonna move him to Sleepy Worlds. I might put a fort there at some point. Bit weird because we might, if we get the throne, we want to fort the throne as well. But yeah. All right, that felt a bit all over the place, but hopefully that was clear what we're doing. And that's the turn. So that was turn 10. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next turn. Hello, welcome back. 3 battles this turn, another bump. First up, Bog of Beasts, which is fine. 59 Jaguar Tribe, no issues for us. So good start. Next up, Abyss. Just some archers, militias. Again, not a big deal. And then we bumped into Abyss. No, then we bumped into Aichin in Abyss. So pretty small army. He's got some sword champions. These are those things. I can't remember what they are. Are they March or Atlanteans or I don't know. They're quite amphibious guys with poison barbs though. Pretty average. And at the back we've got some Abyssian Salamander Knights. They have a Fire Flare attack with a bronze sword and a heavy bronze lance. A lot of attacks. Decent stats as well. 20 encumbrance though. So, you know, they're probably going to have a hard time in the cold here. And in the front we have some sacreds as well. Warrior of Flame. 5 encumbrance, 9 defense, 17 protection. They come with a smiting spear. 3 times versus undead and demons. That's kind of cool. Also have a 2 damage fire shield. So not a very impressive one. I do not believe that these units get blessed in this battle, so although there's some sacreds here, we don't actually get to see the bless. I mean, they hit pretty hard. This is 18 damage. It's not bad. Get more of them on a square than we can, so get poked to death pretty effectively. Can also stand our ground though. Lots of hit points. And that was unfortunate. Yeah, these guys get an awful lot of attacks. Their attack skill is not very good, but they do shred when they hit us. Much worse than the sacreds, in fact. Be pretty vulnerable to fatigue though. So we kept all of the province. Did cost us 2 champions, unfortunately, but we lost 9 of these things. That's 30 gold each. Yikes. That's 270 gold. Another 90 gold. Oh, these are 65 each. 7 of those. Yeah, that's a really unfortunate bump for him. Oh well. Abyss is a nice province. Dummo, we got some gems, and Eatovania, we got some gems as well. We got a few gems, you know. Income isn't bad. It's not in the places I wanted it to be, but you know, income isn't bad. Yeah, Abyss, great province. 76 income currently with 11 unrest. It's 9.3k pop though. Could be about 100 income probably when our scales move in. We'll see. Need to get rid of the unrest as well. But anyway, that's it for messages, and here's the map now. I did get a message recently from, I think from our God's player, asking me if I wanted to attack Lostrand. Looks like they've already done that. It's a bit hard to tell, but this is actually a different person in this province now. So it was originally held by the bullhead flag. Now it's held by the bearhead flag. So these 2 players are at war. Apparently some kind of awkward back and forth where our god got rushed but then managed to fight them off, and then I think killed Lustron's god with like 100 points of province defense or something. So, you know, there's some kind of deep combat happening over here, which is good. It means 2 of our neighbors are tied up. So, the temptation for me is to then just ignore this, because I could then go, oh, okay, I'll join in and also attack this player. But when 2 players are tied up, my temptation is always to just completely ignore this border and attack somebody else, because this is then safe for me for a while. So I don't know, might attack this player. We are going to have a lot of force over here if we want to try to take this throne. So the cap is right here as well. Maybe we could swoop in and just take some stuff quickly. We'll see. For now, Big Stack and Ebis is going to go to Holberg. This is an amazing province, 136 income. So it's kind of sad we left this for almost last. Hopefully we can still get it as well. This is Patlira's cap, so bringing lots of stuff though. We have 15 elephants and a spellcaster. Hopefully we survive. I mean, this player was fielding a big army, but yeah, hopefully we can grab this. Hopefully it goes okay. Other news this turn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Millgate has a disease site in it. One of our mages is just randomly diseased this turn. So there's already this commander who just randomly got diseased. Now a mage as well. Yeah, not great. So I'm going to just recruit mages every turn and then just move them into my cap instead. So they're not sitting here. I haven't done videos yet on the spellbook. I'll probably do that this weekend. It's Friday today. I haven't done videos on the spellbook yet, so I haven't really looked at it in any depth. But at first glance, I'm not sure that there's any spell in the spellbook that cures disease. Which is a bit unfortunate. There is a spell somewhere that I noticed, this one, but Thaumaturgy 6, you can create a site or an enchantment or something that will do healer checks. So that's kind of interesting. We could make use of that if we get someone we want to cure. But there's nothing kind of easy to get to that will just let us cure this guy. It's a bit unfortunate. So yeah, I'll just move stuff out of that province, unfortunately. I'm putting a temple down there this turn, so not much recruitment happening, but I'll definitely try and keep recruiting mages. And we also grabbed Bogger Beast this turn. Not really very good, 16 income. It's got a Horse's Veil for extra PD. Sure, why not? So we'll attack Holberg this turn. Probably going to move some stuff over here to try and take the throne. Scout is attacking it this turn to see what's here. Goddess site searching Gnome Peaks. And I think that's it for the turn currently. So I'm just going to partial check the video, and I'll see you in a minute. Hello, welcome back. We got some research done. So I got 1 level of alteration and then put it back into conjuration, since it doesn't look like Totis is attacking us, but who knows. Alteration 1 does give us some buffs we can use. So we can cast Combustion, Protection from Fire gives us some fire res, and some earth buffs in here as well. Burden of Earth is kind of cool. So it's range 30 scaling, area of effect 12 scaling, and just does some, what I assume is Curse of Stones. Looks like Curse of Stones. So that's kind of cool actually. We also got Conjuration 1 as well. Not sure that anything here is terribly good, but who knows. We can conjure a Piercing Earth Gnome in combat if we want to, which is a Earth Gnome that has unusually sharp weapons that bypass armor. I'm pretty sure this thing's weapon is a fist though, right? That's pretty funny. Anyway, there's the research for now. We also found our first pearl site, which is great, so 2 pearls a turn there from a Garden of Pearls. That's more like it. Sisyphos declared, smoking a trench torch and cranking, the harbinger of the grim traditions, is the prophet of neoliberal state-run nonce god. Sure. And then 2 battles we bumped again. So Holberg did have some heavy cab, but not many. So we took that with no problems. And then we bumped into Patlira. So we've seen these guys already. We looked through their units. He has quite a lot of them. Some broadsword guys, some battle axe guys. There's a few Vestals mixed in there as well. I don't think this army blesses itself though. There are a few sacreds in there. The big battle axe guys. So this is a good test to see how we stack up against these guys, really, because this is a pretty substantial group. We kill them pretty easily, at least. We get killed pretty easily as well, though. What's your attack? 12? We can take a lot of hits, is the thing. We have, what, 51 hit points at least? So some of these guys are getting chopped pretty badly, but... I mean, this goes down to 8 hit points. I mean, he's been wrecked. Got Battle Fright, he's crippled. But he's still standing upright. He might actually survive, in fact. I think he's gonna survive, he just got another kill. What a trooper. So, you know, all in all, that goes pretty well. For us. There's Holberg. Yeah, so we lost 3 champions and a basher. It's 280 gold. Which isn't good, but, you know, this guy lost 9 of his 29 gold sacreds. He lost 2 of these 22 gold sword guys, 18 of these 22 gold sword guys, 3 15 gold battle vestals, and a commander. So, you know, on balance, we came out a lot better than on the exchange. And we got a really good province in Holberg as well. Yeah, currently 104 income with 16 unrest. It's got nice PD as well. So all in all, you know, pretty good. There's one more battle as well, which is Hynafi. So this is Scouting at a Throne. It doesn't look too bad, but there are 4 spellcasters. And I mean, who knows what these guys are going to do? I sure don't, because I haven't done the videos yet. That guy's a slave caller, so he has no magic. Oh, that's good. So only 3 mages, actually. Other than that, there's archers, heavy infantry, and light infantry, it looks like. Yeah. These guys do Stygian Vapors on themselves, and then Life After Death on themselves, I believe. But that might change if they're against an army, and they use the gems. So it doesn't look too threatening overall. But who knows? That's it for messages. So we've now bumped both of these neighbours. So hopefully that, you know, puts them off attacking us as well. Fingers crossed. Anyway, here's the map now. We have our temple down in Millgate, which is good. We do only still have a Dominion strength of 2. I should try to put temples everywhere that I can, I think. And I'm going to try and start a fort in Brightwoods this turn. So we build giant palisades, which cost 540 gold, and take 4 months to build. So that's going to get started in Brightwoods. And I'm going to try attacking Grey Barrier as well. The report has looked very small for the last few turns. So I'm going to attack it with just 6 units. And this priest can attack as well, why not? He's got 9 base prot and 52 hit points, 2 attacks. He can charge in too. And I'll bring out an Earth Mage who can do this spell to give armor extra protection. We don't have helmets, but we do have shield and body armor. So actually, does it buff shields? I don't know. Well, either way, we'll get 3 more protection on our body armor. And if we're lucky and fail the magic resistance roll, we'll also get strength. Which would be cool. So we'll buff up and then we'll try and take this. If it goes horribly wrong, that would be a disaster. But we will then have this army adjacent, so we can attack it next time with that as well. But it'd be nice to just take it, and then we'll have these units in that province, and these units in that province, and these units in this province. And we'll just try and move everything over and take the throne, I think. See how that goes. And then, yeah, probably attack Lostran, just because we'll be right there. Why not? We know that player has lost their god and is already getting attacked. So we'll see. It would be nice to put a fort down in Holberg as well, just because it's such a good province, but there's like no resources here. I guess if I just recruit small mages for a while, it won't matter though, but Yeah, there's no resources here, and adjacent to it there's... Well, I mean, I guess there's this forest. Might be okay. Yeah, those 2 spots for forts might be pretty good. Give it a shot. Recruitment this turn, still getting scouts out of Bergamo every turn, so that's pretty good. The scout that scouted the Hainafi died on the retreat, unfortunately, so RIP that dude. In Idbal, just getting 3 units and a small mage. Millgate, the wizard has been paid for, so we'll get that guy next month. Hopefully he doesn't get diseased. And research is currently 62. Not too bad. Should keep going up. I'll try and immediately get up a lab and a temple in Grey Barrier next turn if we take it, which is why the priest is coming. Because then we can just immediately start recruiting Jade Amazons as well. Or Jade Sorks, or whatever they're called. So, you know, all in all, things seem okay so far. Since I'm thinking of attacking Lostron, though, might be a good time to look at that nation. So I'll hand you over now to Lostron Mew. Thanks, Gameplay Mew. Here's Lostrand. Humans, light infantry and heavy infantry, light cavalry, sacred light elk cavalry. The magic is nature and blood, weak fire and astral, moderate priest, standard forts. So let's start with the units. We have Surf Champions. These guys naturally have 5 fire resistance and 9 morale. Very little protection. They look like Bone Tribe guys. Not much to really see here. Pretty basic, but very, very cheap. 8 gold, 6 resources. Next we got the Spear Champion. Almost just 10s across the board. Pretty cheap. Got a long spear, length 4. Not bad. Massable, kind of cheap, good infantry unit. Mace version with a shield, pretty nice. Similar sort of stats. And Spetum Champions. Similar sort of stats, similar sort of thing. Sure, they're nice little line troops, why not? Pretty cheap. Then we've got some Lostrandon Champion. These guys have 2 attacks per round. Also pretty average stats. Nice defense though, because they're mounted, I suppose. 30 gold, 18 resources, 46 rec points. Rec points is pretty heavy though. Yeah, pretty, you know, mundane. Lostran Champion. Buff attack and a mace attack. Pretty average stats. They're very fast though. And again, very heavy on rec points. Otherwise though, I mean, yeah, there's not really much to say about these units. Nothing crazy special about them. Just nice cavalry units. And Blood Wardens, so we've seen these guys already. So they have an Antler attack and a Light Lance. They have Growth Power, which is indicated by having negative death power. Also have the Fire Resistance and they're Sacred. Don't really have any resource cost, just 46 rec and 40 gold. Pretty low protection, very high defense. I mean, they're nice. They're not too bad. Not too bad, that's my verdict on the units. Not too bad. What are the sites, by the way? 5 gems from that one, and this just lets you recruit. Nothing special there. Alright, what are the cat mages? So just the last 2, it looks like. Let's see what the cat mages looks like. So mostly blood mages. These guys recuperate and have fortune teller. 4 rec points, and they get a joined pick, basically, of fire, astral, or nature. So just B3 mages with a secondary. 255 gold, pretty nice. Kind of expensive though. Also very expensive. And these ones are nature 3. You get the same join pick, sort of. You get the blood instead of the nature. So that's kind of nice, I suppose. I mean, they're pretty expensive mages, I think. But I guess being guaranteed to be 3 in one and 2 in another is pretty good. They'll be very good blood mages. But 355 gold and only every other turn out of your cap is probably not great for a big blood mage. But what do I know? I'm not exactly an expert in blood. Then we have smaller mages. These are N2 with a single pick. Okay. So, more of the same though. 265 gold. These guys are Ivy Lords. They only have 1 value in it. Probably not going to make much difference. Does this affect combat spells? Because there's spells in the spellbook to summon Ivy Archers, I think. Or Vine Archers in combat. I've never really thought about that before. I know it affects the like ritual summons, but... and I assume this is a blood version? Yep. Also shock res. Is every single mage here a fortune teller? That's kind of cool, I suppose. You could dump luck on this nation, probably. If you don't mind, you know, out of fort attacks. Yeah, same sort of thing, though. Not too bad. We have Naturalists. These are just N2 mages. They're pretty cheap, so that's not too bad, I suppose. Cardinals are Inquisitor, Holy 2 Priests, some Holy 1 Priests, got an 80 leadership, +1 for 3 leader, only 80 gold, not too bad. Column Lord is Inspirational. Damn, that's a really good leader, for 70 gold. I like having good leaders. And Scouts. Alright. So, nothing like jumps out at me at being crazy about this nation, other than just, you know, pretty strong mages, I guess. 3 and 2 on all of your cat mages is pretty nice. And 2 and 1 on everyone else. Gonna be doing a lot of blood hunting though, I assume it's just a hardcore blood nation. Alright, not bad. I think we can take them though. We bumped them pretty convincingly. And they probably won't have much good early game magic if it's mostly blood. Although I guess, I mean, they do have a lot of nature mages as well. There are some good nature spells. Well, either way, that's Lustrand, Time of the Chosen Olive Mages. Let me know in the comments what you think of those guys. And that's actually the end of the video. So, thanks as always for watching, hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one.